vice versa. I've got to vibrate so I'll feel it.
Are we good to go, or what's the deal?
We'll see.
All right. We'll find the pisser real quick. So, Alex? Oh, okay. All you're talking about is your match. You care about no other events going on in the building. Only to be in between events, and that's your. They update that very. You said well, we already know word is done, word is second, and so your team story isn't very good. No, it's and you know that they don't assign the green or the red till right before the bout. Keep an eye on that when you because he'll fill with that. Yep. And when you're done, as soon as that winner is, when they walk off, you're done until the next match starts. So just lay out, yeah. Say, hey, we'll be right back. Yeah, your mic will be hot the whole time, though. So be careful with that. I can't. Yeah, we have spots that we run. Yeah, we're going to have to do the old WIAA Dairy Farmers Will Watch. Well, you can call it that when you introduce it. Okay. Anyway, the video is on. Four swabs and one dairy. Just use one every other after every match. After he signs off. Kristen, you want to play one? What's this? Highlighter? Or greasy wrap?
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in."
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Good evening and welcome from the Tacoma Dome, home of Matt Classic 24. Alex Webster along with you, Matt Side, for the 1B, 2B state championships. And we have 14 fantastic matches coming up for you, starting with our weight class of 106 pounds. And we've got the youngsters, the freshmen, Trent Skelton of Liberty Bell, as well as Paco Marin from Kittitas, also a freshman. And you see them there in the middle of the ring. We're about ready to get set. Again, 14 fantastic matches coming up in the 1B, 2B state championships. 7 defending champions, 4 four-time state placers coming up. But we start off with the youngsters at the 106 weight class. If you're curious about the state team titles, the Warden High School team has already secured first place. Reardon has secured second. The battle is for third place between Kittitas and Liberty Bell. Brian Dunbar will be our referee, and here we go, ready in the middle to get things going. And again, the youngsters, Skelton from Liberty Bell and Jose Paco Marin from Kittitas High School. And you can see the quickness and agility early on. 3 rounds, unless there is a pin, each round 2 minutes. And we're already 20 seconds gone in this first round. And we're looking to see who's going to get the first aggressive move underway as they continue to duke it out in the middle. And Trent Shelton of Liberty Bell and Jose Paco Marin of Kittitas. Marin in the maroon and white flames. Skelton in the green, white, and gold. Still no score. Nearly a minute gone in this opening round of the opening match, the 106-pound weight class. Still nothing on the scoreboard to report. And 2 points. 2 points awarded to Liberty Bell and Trent Skelton on the reversal, and now we're out of bounds. So the early lead for Trent Skelton. Skelton getting here on a 12-8 victory over Taylor Woodruff of Liberty Bell in a battle between teammates. Prior to that, he took down Maddie Carroll of Tacoma Baptist in a pin 1 minute 40 seconds in. And here we come back in, and we have a good hold in the middle. Under a minute to go in the opening round. Paco Marin, the freshman, coming in off of a victory 4-3 over Justin Chantry of Selkirk. Prior to that, he was able to pin Connor Nochis of Adna. So that is the route that both teams took to get here. You can see that we've got the officials working here in the middle. A point awarded to Paco Marin. So Skelton will take over with the advantage. It's 2-1 in favor of Skelton here. And he continues to have the aggressive position, the offensive position here. 28 seconds left to go in the first round. And we look for the action in the middle. A reversal here, 2 points to Paco Marin, and he takes the lead. Skelton battling to try and reverse out as well. 14 seconds left to go in the opening round. Good action here early on. Jose Paco Marin remains in the offensive position, and that's the end of our first round. So, and our scoreboard also comes off, as does one in an adjacent round. So we will be trying to keep things going manually. They will actually go over and take a look at the scorer's table to get the scoreboard back operational. But Jose Paco Marin taking advantage of a reversal to get that 3-2 lead. We'll now go to the second round. It'll be a 2-minute round as we work to get the scoreboard fixed. The one on the adjacent court for the girls is back operational, and now we work here to get this one operational as well. We talked a little bit about these two and the route that they took to get here. The youngsters, of note, it was Jose Paco Marin that took out the youngest competitor ever at Matt Classic. It was Justin Chantry of Selkirk. And is there a future battle in the making for the next 3 years between those? Just an 8th grader, youngest competitor ever at Matt Classic. And he ended up taking third place over Taylor Woodruff of Liberty Bell earlier today. The clock back operational. They'll reset it here. Now we've got it set for 2 minutes in the second round, and it looks like as the coin flip goes, the winner is Skelton. He will defer, and so Paco Marine will decide to take the defensive position. Why not? Just a few moments ago, he was able to take the lead on a reversal. So we're here to start round number 2 in the 106 weight class, the opening of 14 matches here in the 1B, 2B. So Marine looking to get that reversal. Can't get it at this point, and now we look to get out of bounds, and we do. So the action will return to the middle. We actually have a technical hold here. 1 point awarded to Paco Marine on the what appeared to be a legal hold. So Paco Marine takes the lead, or continues to add to his lead, and he'll end up escaping for 1 point and adds to his lead. A 5-2 advantage after Skelton got off to the early 2-point lead. So neutral play here in the middle. We are 30 seconds in to this second round. A lot of scoring early on. Skelton and Paco Marine exchanging hand play here, trying to get the advantage. Again, both used points to get to their victories in the semifinals. Both used falls in the quarterfinals. Skelton with the headpiece coming off, and will get 2 points for the takedown. So he's closed the gap, and official time here while they get the headgear put back on. But Skelton able to get his first points since the opening round. Paco Marine going on a 5-0 run, but Skelton, the freshman out of Liberty Bell, closing the gap down with 51 1/10 seconds remaining in this round. Skelton trying to get that pin. He remains in the offensive position. Got his arm wrapped around tightly, but Paco Marine using his agility to stay out of the pinning position. Now trying to work the hand of Skelton down. Skelton trying to use his body and the leverage to try and get Paco Marine pinned. 20 seconds remaining in this second round. A 5-4 advantage for Jose Paco Marine of Kittitas. Skelton remains on the offensive here, trying to either get the point or the pin. 5 seconds left to go second round. And time will expire as Skelton holds on tightly there. And it will be Skelton's option here in the start of the third and final round. A 5-4 advantage for Kittitas' Jose Paco Marine. And Skelton will opt for the defensive position here. See if he can pick up some points on an escape. A quick whistle, and Jose Paco Marine on the offensive. Skelton looking to hold his ground, trying to get up for the escape. The head getting worked into the mat by Paco Marine. Skelton trying to break the grasp. Down underneath his chest near the mat. 94 seconds left to go in this round. A 1-point advantage for Paco Marine. Skelton needing some points or a pin. Trying to break the grasp. Skelton trying to pick himself up. And we're going to have an out-of-bounds play. A point awarded for Skelton. And we'll go to neutral position with a neutral score. As Skelton able to escape, getting the point. And now, next point likely wins it. 1:14 left to go. Paco Marine near a pinning opportunity. He's got him up in the air, trying to get the shoulders down. Skelton just nodding it up a moment ago, trying to see if he can reverse to the offensive opportunity. Looking over at the coaching staff to see which direction to try and take Paco Marine. 50 seconds left to go. If this remains tied, we go to an overtime, and it is sudden death. 2 points, though, for Skelton as he's able to reverse it. So now Paca Marine with 38 seconds needing to try and get an escape and a reverse to try and stay in this one. 30 seconds left to go. Skelton holding on for dear life in his first state championship here at Matt Classic 24. Paca Marine trying to get Skelton onto his back. 2 points on the reversal. We're tied up with 22 seconds left to go. Paca Marine on the offensive. Has Skelton nearly out of bounds. 13 seconds left to go, and we will go to the middle to neutral position with 12.1 to go. If this is any indication of the battles we're going to see tonight, oh my goodness. The 1B, 2B state championships here from Matt Classic 24 at the Tacoma Dome. 12.1 seconds left to go. Skelton will be in the defensive position. Paca Marine will try to keep him from escaping. Skelton holding on in the middle. 9 seconds left to go. An escape would mean a win for Skelton. Skelton trying to hold on right here. Paca Marine trying to get him turned, and time will expire. We're going to overtime. Overtime rules have no break in between. They will get to neutral position and battle. A 7-7 tie after regulation. First point wins. If no one scores in this minute, we go to 2 30-second overtimes full length. Of course, a pin will win it at any time. So, the aggressor with the advantage, Skelton in the green. Jose Paca Marine in the maroon. First takedown will win it. Jose Paca Marine on the aggressive takedown. Paca Marine. Jose Paca Marine takes it with the takedown in overtime. And these two freshmen are likely going to have battles for the next few years. A tough one for Skelton. He battled back. What an opening round match. The two youngsters a brace in the middle, and Jose Paca Marine takes the points and the victory for Kittitas. What a fantastic matchup. That wraps it up from weight class 106. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the next one between Blaine Edwards of Wahkiakum, Kane Feltwell of Liberty from Spangle in the 1.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
Come on in.
they were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we're underway in the 113 weight class. We have Blaine Edwards of Wahkiakum and Kane Feltwell of the Liberty Lancers. Edwards, a senior from Wahkiakum. Feltwell is the freshman from Liberty. And we're trying to get a sense here as to who is in the early position. It is opening round action. Feltwell and Wahkiakum, both schools with red, black, and white, making it difficult to ID who's which out on the floor, on the mat here at the Tacoma Dome. This is the second match. And it is Blaine Edwards of Waiaikum that is wearing the red on his leg bands. And we have a near pin situation here. 2-point lead, 42 seconds left to go. But Kane Feltwell trying to work his way out of the position in the defensive. Waiaikum's Blaine Edwards on the offensive, also picking up some additional points with the takedown. He is the aggressor, and he is leading 5-0 in the early going. As Kane Feltwell trying to hold on here with 9 seconds left to go in the opening round. Edwards, the veteran, and does he have a pin? Looking tightly in there. Does he have him? Time expires in the opening round. And Feltwell, the freshman from Liberty, able to just get out of the pinning situation, but with the near fall, 2 points go to Edwards. So Edwards, the senior, against the freshman Feltwell, and the senior getting the better of it right now. As Edwards, the defending titleist at the 103-pound classification, stepping up and has shown his prowess thus far. He opts for the defensive position here, as Feltwell will try to find his way to some points to catch up. Or he'll try to get the pin here and come from behind in what would probably be a shocking victory. As Edwards, the defending state champion, up and at him and getting out of bounds, tries to reverse it, but we're out of bounds, and it looked like Edwards had the advantage and will end up, nope, it will be Feltwell who will have the offensive position, trailing 7-0 to Edwards. Blaine Edwards, the senior, who got here with a 6-4 victory over Brandon Medina of Brewster and a 16-0 win over Rodolfo Gonzalez of Warden. But right now, Feltwell finally showing some aggressiveness on the offensive end of himself. He's got the arms locked behind right now, trying to work down his opponent. 1:15 left to go in the second round. Feltwell continuing to exert the pressure. He's got those arms locked behind the defending state champ, Blaine Edwards. Edwards struggling to try and get out of this. 55 seconds left to go in the second round. Feltwell placed first in districts, first in regional. He is 39-1 in his career. So he is not used to losing. And now we have a little bit of an injury time situation. We have a bloody nose on on Edwards. And so injury time here, blood time, as they start the clock. And they get the mat clean. So with that activity from Feltwell, who has not really been accustomed to tasting defeat at 39-1, but it's Blaine Edwards, whose career record is 68-14. He's 24-2 this year. He placed first at district and regionals last year as well. So Edwards, the early aggressor, the 7-point lead, and we've gotten things cleaned up, and Edwards has his nose taken care of as well. 45 seconds left to go in the second round, and Edwards trying to break the hold as Feltwell, trying to exert his power, throws Edwards down to the mat. 33 seconds left to go, second round. Edwards trying to climb out of bounds and is close, and he does. He's able to get that knee out past the line and will work towards the middle. So what a difference we've seen. Edwards, the early aggressor. Feltwell, the freshman out of Liberty, coming back. Still has yet to put a point on the board, though. So quickly, trying to get the reversal and trying to get out of harm's way was Edwards. Again, pulling things out of bounds this time. 20.8 seconds left to go, second round. And it's Feltwell again on the offensive. Edwards trying to get out. Edwards still locked in battle in the middle. He's fine at this point in time. He's got the 7-point lead. He gets out of the grasp. Do they give him a point? They do not give him the point. Yes, they do give him the point. Or do they? It still shows 7-0 up on the screen. Thought I saw the official raise his 1 point. They do go 1 point for red. They do tally it up. And so the option here on the coin for the third and final round goes to Edwards. Edwards will opt for neutral position. So here they go. An 8-point lead for Edwards. Feltwell, who looked like he might have gotten pinned early on in the opening round, took the second round to exert some of his own force and power against the senior Blaine Edwards. And now they try to go in the middle, and really Feltwell has to look for the pin here. He has to try and find a pin. He gets 2 points, or rather it's Edwards with 2 points on the takedown, and now a commanding 10-0 lead. With 1:36 left to go in the third, Edwards looking to defend a state title. He is 96 seconds away. Feltwell in the defensive position. And Edwards quickly on top of him. He can ride this out for 92 seconds. Edwards, the defending state title winner at the 103-pound classification. He's up here at 113 and is on his way to a state title if he can avoid the pin. He looks like he's got Feltwell in a tough position, but Feltwell expertly gets out of it. He's still wrapped up in a pretzel in the middle. A point, though, for Feltwell as he gets the escape. He's got to do more, though, with just 62 seconds left to go. Feltwell only tasting defeat one time this year. He almost had Edwards down. 2 points on the takedown for Edwards. He's now got a 12-1 commanding lead, nearing potential technical fall, which would be a lead by 15 and would end the match. But he's got 39 seconds left to go before potentially securing another state title. He's got Feltwell down on the mat, trying to put as much pressure and weight on him as he can. He's got that right arm locked nearly behind his head, and we'll call a little break here on the interlocking hands, and that will put things back into the middle with 22 and a half seconds left to go. Edwards quickly trying to maintain that offensive possession. Feltwell able to roll around, but for a split second looked like he might have gotten out of it, but couldn't. Edwards locking things in here with 10 seconds left to go. Appears on his way to another state title. 5 seconds left to go. Blaine Edwards, what a way to wrap up your senior season with a state title. What a hard-fought battle after Feltwell looked like he was going to get pinned in that first round. He's able to hold on, but not enough. But the youngster, Kane Feltwell, out of Liberty in Spangle, will have, I'm sure, a fantastic career in front of him and several more years to try and secure a state title. We'll be back with our next match after this timeout on the WIAA Network.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to Matt Classic 24, the WIAA State Championships here on the WIAA Network. We're at the Tacoma Dome, where we're about ready for the 120 weight class competition. We have Tyler Osborne from Mary Walker, a junior as well, and he is in the gray. And Javier Tapia from Warden, the defending state champion at the 112-pound weight class, as well as a four-time placer at state and the perceived favorite in this matchup, both winning after pinning their competitors in the semifinals. So early action here, and both kind of feeling each other out to see what they want to do. Now some good aggressive play in the middle, and we're getting near the near side. No score, 30 seconds gone in this opening round. 3 rounds unless there's a fall. Not a takedown yet, no in control, and we continue to play with 0 score. Osborne from Mary Walker, the Chargers. State participant last year. His student body vice president, and he's trying to put the presidential squeeze here on his competitor, Javier Tapia from Warden. Warden winning the state team title, and Tapia trying to take the individual title as well. After also winning state last year, placing 4th in state the year before and 7th the year before that, and he gets 2 points on the takedown. So 2 points and the early lead for Javier Tapia in pursuit of his 2nd consecutive state title. He gets spun over by Osborne, who, a junior, will have another year to try and pick up a title, but he wants to secure it right here, right now. 23 seconds left to go, opening round. A 2-point lead for Tapia of Warden. And he'll start in the offensive position here. Tapia, 20 wins, 4 losses this year. His competitor Osborne, 28 wins versus 11 losses. And both seemingly evenly matched here in the weight and power. Tapia grabbing the arm from underneath, trying to lock one in here. And time will expire in this opening round. So Tapia, the 2-point lead. And with the coin toss, it will be Osborne to select. It appears that he will defer. And it will be Tapia who will have control of the decision. He elects the defensive position. So Osborne will have the choice in the 3rd and final round if he can avoid a pin here. But points are what these gentlemen are looking for at this point. Early 2nd round action. A point for Tapia as he gets the escape, and the action continues outside the ring. I'll tell you, here at the Mat Classic, you hear a lot of whistles from the 6 different mats that are underway, trying to recall which one is yours. So a 3-point lead for Tapia here as they finally get re-engaged in the middle. Tapia in the blue, Osborne in the gray. Javier, little juke and jive in there. They both get some contact in. Now looking for a little separation. Anybody's match at this point. A 3-0 lead for Tapia. Nearing the midway mark. And some action to the mat. 2 points on the takedown as Osborne closes the gap. Trying to get the pin. But an escape or near escape. And it is an escape. So a point for Tapia. And he's back in front by 2. Under a minute to go, 2nd round. What a matchup between these two. In fact, both of them have had nothing but pins so far in this tournament, as both have won their quarterfinal and semifinal matches by fall. 41 seconds left to go in this round as they continue to banter in the middle. Head contact in there as they try to seek the advantage. Tapia trying to reach for the leg. A swing and a miss. Osborne trying to go on the aggressive again. 21 seconds left to go, 2nd round. Tapia still the 2-point lead. looking for that second consecutive state championship. Osborne looking for his first. They go to the mat, no points. No one was in control. 8 seconds left to go in this second round. Tapia going aggressively in the middle. Osborne, time expires as they both fall to the mat, and we go to round 3. This is the 120-pound weight class state championship here in the 1B, 2B. We've already had 2 champions decided. We have 14 total to define. And it's Osborne's choice this time to start the third round in the defensive position. So Tapia will try to keep him there from escaping. And he grabs him around the waist, and to the mat they go. Tapia, 1:50 remaining as he holds a 2-point lead. That's all that's separating him from a state title, but Osborne wants a title himself. Tapia grabbing that right arm, trying to lock it in. Still lots of time, 90 seconds left to go. Anybody's matchup. Tapia goes on the offensive. Osborne able to get out of it, and they're out of bounds. No points scored in that conflagration. They move to the middle. Osborne will be in the defensive position. Hungry for 2 points to try and tie this one up. He'll look for the escape here and try to get the reversal. Tapia will hold on for dear life, and he does. Reversal by Osborne. We're tied at 4. So Osborne with that holding Tapia's arm behind him. Tapia trying to get out of it. Little over a minute to go. And we've got illegal contact in there. No point awarded on that. They disband and go to the middle. And Tapia will be in the defensive position as Osborne takes a deep sigh and gets into position. 1:01 to play, third round, even up. What a 1B, 2B state championship we've had thus far. One matchup decided in overtime. One went the distance. This one here, and we've got a point for Tapia as he's able to escape. And so now, with 55 seconds left to go, he's got the 1-point advantage. They go to neutral position. Osborne needing to get something done here. Still, nearly a minute left to go. Tapia fighting him off. Osborne trying to fling him down. They get in there. They go for the low man. Tapia nearly out of bounds. They come back in. 32 seconds left to go. Tapia, the 5-4 advantage over Osborne, the junior from Mary Walker High School. Javier Tapia from Warden, already a team state title, looking for individual glory here. 14 seconds left to go. He's on his way. Unless Osborne's got something left in the tank here in the final 7 seconds to go. Tapia out of bounds, 5.6 seconds left to go. They'll be in neutral position. Osborne needs a point. He goes low, trying to get Tapia down. 1 second left. That'll do it. Tapia wins his second consecutive state title. Tyler Osborne almost got in there. A 1-point win for Tapia and for Warden High School. That wraps up the 120-pound weight class competition. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the 126-pounders between Liberty Bell's Justin McMillan and 4-time placer and defending champion of Warden, J.P. Martinez. We'll be back after this break on the WIAA Network.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Back at the Tacoma Dome here at Matt Classic 24. Alex Webster along with you, Matt side here as we gear up for our fourth matchup from the 1B, 2B state championships here. Our fourth of 14 matches that include 7 defending champions as well as 4 four-time state placers, including one of our competitors at the 126-pound level, and that is J.P. Martinez. He is in the blue singlet and will wear the red leg band in this one. He is the defending champ at the 119-pound classifications. They reshuffled the classes this year. He finished second back in 2010 at the 112-pound class, and in 2009 was second at 103, and he will finish no worse than second here. So what a career for J.P. Martinez as he goes 4 years and doesn't finish worse than second place, but he wants title gold here tonight as he looks to repeat as a state champion. He will take on Justin McMillan of Liberty Bell, a sophomore. So the sophomore will come in with a 23-8 record, 56-19 in his career. What a career for Martinez. He's 32-4 this year, so it isn't like he hasn't tasted defeat. So we'll see what happens. But Justin McMillan out of Liberty Bell, he'll be in the green and gold. And he's coming from a broken neck early last season. And what a way to come back from an injury such as that and to find your way to the state finals and into the final night of the finals. We're gearing up for this 126-pound showdown. Our officials in this one are Brian Dunbar, John Barry, and Mark Stokes. If we don't get a chance to mention them throughout with each progressive matchup, we want to acknowledge them and the work that they've done here in this tournament, and certainly are doing it tonight. So we're waiting for J.P. Martinez and Justin McMillan's matchup here in the middle. In the meantime, we can share with you the state information, or in terms of the team competition, and Warden has already won the state championships coming into tonight's finals as they've outpointed Reardon coming in tonight, 134 to 108.5, and Reardon has secured second place in this one, with the lone question mark being third place between Kittitas and Liberty Bell. And earlier on, Kittitas' Jose Paco Marin won in overtime here to give his team 5 more points, and that may have been the difference to secure third place for Kittitas. With Warden winning this state championship, their coach, Rick Bowers, secures his 9th state title. Unbelievable. But for Warden, it is their second consecutive state title. Reardon, finishing in second place, had the state title in 2010. So what a battle you've seen over the years between Warden and Reardon. And, of course, Warden going back over the years, back when classification was B and 1A together. It's actually been the last, this season plus 5 more, that the Bs have been their own classification. But back in the day, 2002, 3, 4, 5, Warden dominated. And when they weren't winning, they were taking second place in 01, 2000, 99, and they won back in 1998. So Warden continuing to pick up where they left off back in the early part of the century. They come back and now have back-to-back state titles. So we were 4 matches in, recapping where we've been thus far in the first 4 matches. The first 3 matches. Jose Paco Marin of Kittitas winning a title over Trent Skelton. Blaine Edwards winning over Kane Felton in the 113-pound classification. And just a few moments ago, Javier Tapia defending his state title with a 5-4 victory over Tyler Osborne at 120 pounds. And it looks like we're just about ready to go here for the 126-pound showdown. Martinez in the middle with the red leg band on. He's in blue, and quickly the action takes us out of bounds as Justin McMillan in the green uniform, the sophomore out of Liberty Bell, battling with the veteran Martinez says, I was winning state titles before you were getting here, but McMillan battling back from that neck injury last season to find his way to the state championship game. So both battling in there, and it is Martinez with the first points, drawing blood, and he's got a good hold on McMillan down there. 2-point lead and another 2 points on the takedown for Martinez. So a 4-point advantage, less than a minute gone in this one. And McMillan battling hard to stay out of pinning position. The count is on, down low, and it would look like at least a 3-point takedown. But McMillan battling to stay out of pinning position. Martinez exerting his force on there. McMillan battling hard to stay out. The officials trying to get a good look underneath at the shoulders. 44 seconds left to go in the first round. Martinez trying to end it early and secure his back-to-back state championship. Oh, the pressure that's got to be down there on McMillan, exerted by Martinez, who gets his feet up, trying to put more pressure on McMillan. Moving around, trying to get that arm back behind, trying to get him to move. 17 seconds left to go in the first. A 4-point lead for J.P. Martinez, trying to get him, McMillan, down for the pin. 7 seconds left to go, pushing him down even harder to the mat. 2 seconds, 3, 1, and that'll do it for the opening round. 4 points, and now 3 more points added to that for the near pin, the near fall by Martinez, who has a commanding 7-0 lead. Winning the coin toss here at the start of the second round is McMillan. He defers. And Martinez will opt for neutral position here. A 7-point lead by the wily veteran as he tries to add to the advantage, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off here in this round. We've yet to have a fall win a state title here at 1B, 2B this year. This is the 4th matchup, and we've got an out-of-bounds call here. Neutral position will go. Martinez battling off a slight jab there from McMillan as they dance around in the middle. 1:35 left to go in the second round. 3 rounds, 2 minutes each. But Martinez nearly ended this one with a near fall at the end of the first round. He's got a good hold here on Justin McMillan. Just a sophomore out of Liberty Bell. And a near reversal here. We've got an arm lock here on McMillan. Martinez still in control. As he gets 2 points for the takedown, 3 points for the near fall, a 12-0 lead, nearing technical fall territory. Another 3 points for Martinez, and he'll earn a technical fall, which would end the match. Martinez, a commanding 12-0 lead, 49 seconds left to go, second round. McMillan battling for all he's worth there in the middle. Able to get out of bounds, and we'll go to the middle once again. J.P. Martinez putting on the clinic as he has for the last 4 seasons, finishing no worse than second place. He'll do that again this year, but he's got title gold on his mind. 3 points away from it. 42 seconds left to go. Martinez looking to pull his opponent down. The officials quickly in there to make sure that we're not in a dangerous situation. McMillan able to get his arm free. 30 seconds left to go. And Martinez holding on in the offensive position, putting his head right into the back of McMillan's. 19 seconds left to go, and with the lack of action, they say let's reset. 19.3 left to go in this second round. Martinez, the whistle and the quick grab of the midsection. Flinging McMillan around, trying to get the takedown. McMillan trying to hold on right here. You can see a little bit of the exhaustion starting to set in here as we close down the second round. The whistle will blow, and that's the end of the second round. Martinez adding to his lead And he'll assume the defensive position to start round 3. 3 points away from a technical fall that would end this match is Martinez. He tries to get out, and he's able to get out of bounds. 1 point, though, for the escape. So that makes it a 2-point match. A takedown here could end it for Martinez. As he tries aggressively here, a 13-0 lead. 1:44 left to go in round 3. McMillan, just a youngster, a sophomore, battling against the senior defending state champ and doing his best to hold his own. Martinez trying to get those final points. We're out of bounds, and we'll head back to the middle. Neutral position coming up. Martinez ready again. 1:19 left to go. McMillan. You can see the exhaustion as Martinez goes for his leg. 1 minute left to go. And Martinez nearly has him out of bounds. And we are out of bounds. And we'll move back to the middle with 55.7 seconds remaining. Martinez, the commanding 13-0 lead. McMillan needing just his only option at this point is a pin, and he's got 50 seconds to try and get it. He goes on the aggressive here as he has offensive position, or nearly has offensive position, and we're out of bounds one more time. 40 seconds left to go. J.P. Martinez appears on his way to his second consecutive state title. McMillan getting in there. Martinez fighting him off. Now Martinez, the aggressor with the arms around the neck, trying to pull him down. And 2 points for the takedown, and that will end it with 23 seconds left to go. J.P. Martinez secures his second consecutive state title on technical fall. 15-0. The final in this one as Warden has their second state champion thus far this evening, as Martinez follows in the footsteps of Javier Tapia just a few moments ago. That wraps up our 126-pound bout. We'll be back here at Matt Classic 24 for our 132-pound bout between Nathan Sorchi of Reardon and Ernesto Orozco of Warden. And that coming up after this timeout on the WIAA network.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
"Go to Les Schwab."
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Back live at the Tacoma Dome, Alex Webster along with you, Matt Side, as we gear up for the 132-pound weight class state championship here at the 1B2B, and we have Nathan Sorsey. He is in the red. He is from Reardon, a junior, 28-7 on the year, and his competitor in the blue is Ernesto Orozco, a senior from the Warden Cougars. He is 26-9 this season. And we've got some good early action. These are the top two teams in the state in the 1B2B. Warden winning the state title coming into tonight's action. Reardon guaranteed the runner-up position, so it's individual glory on the line here this evening. Kittitas looks to have a firm grasp on third place. No scoring thus far as we're out of bounds. As Sorsey, the junior, and Ernesto, the senior, continue to seek their first point. Sorsey trying to pull Orozco down, and Orozco still not in control, so no point awarded. Orozco in the offensive position. Sorsey trying to break free. 40 seconds left to go in a scoreless first round. First of 3 2-minute rounds unless there's a fall. 2 points awarded to Orozco. as he is able to get the takedown. "16 seconds left to go in the opening round. Orozco with the early advantage. Spinning Sorcy, who's able to skip out of it. 3 seconds left to go in the opening round. And Ernesto Orozco will get the early 2-point advantage after the first round. Winning the coin flip is Nathan Sorcy. He defers. And Orozco will take the defensive position with the 2-point lead, seeking to escape and try to get some points here to add to the 2-point advantage. They grapple to the ground. And Orozco trying to get out of the grasp. Sorcy switching hands to get a better grip and appears to have Orozco down. Nearly 30 seconds gone in this second round of the 132-pound weight class state championship here on the WIAA network from Matt Classic 24. And nearly out of bounds, Sorcy has Orozco in a near fall situation. Trying to exert some pressure down onto those shoulder blades. The official underneath trying to check it out. That's John Barry, the official, trying to seek out if Sorcy has Orozco near a pin. And he does. And Sorcy, halfway through the second round, able to get the pin on Ernesto Orozco, and Reardon collects a state titleist in Nathan Sorcy, the junior. Goes to 29-7 and picks up his first state championship. And that wraps up weight class number 132. We'll be back for weight class 138 as Daniel Stauffer of Davenport takes on Lake Roosevelt's Oren Gross. And we'll do that after this break on the WIAA network.
Hi, we're Chris
and Anna Groneveld, local dairy farmers from Monroe, Washington.
The Dairy Farmers of Washington, along with Les Schwab Tires, are proud co-title sponsors of the WIAA High School State Championships.
The Washington Interscholastic Activities Association supports high school programs and activities that keep our kids growing in mind and body.
Today's high school students will be some of tomorrow's community leaders, and we feel it is important to do our part in helping foster an appreciation of community, responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship in today's youth.
The WIAA helps provide those opportunities through athletic, artistic, and academic competition.
Please join the Dairy Farmers of Washington and Les Schwab Tires in supporting young people in your community by attending your local high school state championships.
For a complete list of events and activities in your area, visit WIAA.com.
Welcome back to Matt Classic 24 here in the 1B, 2B state championships. This is our 138-pound weight class showdown between Orrin Gross of Lake Roosevelt High School and Daniel Stauffer out of Davenport. And it is early on, the points going to Orrin Gross as he was the aggressor, got the takedown. And Gross in the yellow, Stauffer in the white. And we get out of bounds and we work towards the middle. So 2 points, and then there was also 1 point for Stauffer on an escape. So we've got early points going for both young men. 1:21 left to go in this opening round, 2-minute rounds. There are 3 of them unless there is a fall or a pin. And we've got some action down low. Near the end line, almost out of bounds, and now they are out of bounds, and we'll work back towards the middle. Mark Stokes, the lead referee in this state championship battle at the 138-pound weight class. 2-1, the early advantage for Orrin Gross, who is looking for his first state title after finishing second in the 130-pound weight class. Last year, he was a state alternate back in 2010. Daniel Stauffer has also been here before. He was second back in 2010 in the 135-pound weight class. So some gentlemen who have some action, and we've got Orrin Gross picking up 2 points on a takedown to add to his lead. Now 4-1 with 39 seconds left to go in the first round. Stauffer starting in that defensive position, trying to get the escape to try and cut into this lead. Gross trying to get Stauffer into pinning position and hold him from escaping. Almost out, and we are out of bounds. 1 point on the escape for Stauffer, and he's half the lead. It's now 4-2. 19 seconds left to go in this opening round. Both men back and forth, seesawing on the scoreboard. Stauffer and Gross separating here with 5 seconds remaining. We'll see if they get one last flurry of action before the end of the round, and they don't. We'll go to round 2, and the coin flip coming up. And it is Gross who wins the coin toss. He elects to defer. Stauffer looking at his coaches to try and determine which way he wants to have this go. It looks like Stauffer will start down low. Stauffer getting here off of a 6-1 win over Keanu Nieswag of Ritzville. Prior to that, he was able to pin Brandon Burdick early, 28 seconds in. Burdick of Wahkiakum. Gross getting here on a 10-5 win over John Walling of Kittitas. Prior to that, he pinned Oscar Roa of Brewster in the quarterfinals. Just underway in round number 2. And it's Gross with the lead for the Lake Roosevelt Raiders. Stauffer, Daniel Stauffer of the Davenport Gorillas, battling down low, trying to get out of bounds. Gross has been in control for the majority of this match, which is nearing its midway mark. Both men grasping, grabbing, almost looked like an elbow to the face. We're now out of bounds, and we'll move towards the middle. 1:08 to play in this second round. A 4-2 lead for Orrin Gross of Lake Roosevelt. He's in the yellow, seeking his first state title. And quickly trying to keep Stauffer from escaping. Gross 35-4 on the year. Stauffer 33 wins, 2 losses on the season. And it continues to be Orrin Gross on the offensive. 43 seconds left to go in a low-pointed round, and we have a break in the action. And we have A return to the middle. We had stalling the call. A warning. On the stalling effort by Orrin Gross. He continues to have the lead with 30 seconds left to go. And he continues to work Stauffer in the middle. Coaches telling him to reach for the leg, and he does. The entire coaching staff over there yanked up to say go for that leg. And he continues to work on it. Stauffer trying to reverse things around. Neither can gain control. Stauffer trying to move again with 10 seconds left to go in the second. Gross trying to push him towards the outside. 3 seconds remaining in the second. Looking for the potential pin. Time runs out, and we'll go to the third. So Gross hanging on to the lead, but it's any man's match. For the state title would be the first for either participant in the 138-pound weight class in 1B2B. And points on the reversal going to Gross. And he now has a 4-point lead, and we've got a break in the action. As potential injury here, I believe the call, it is the case. As Stauffer got shaken up a little bit, he'll get looked at by his coaching staff and the training squad that is here as they take a look at him. He's a little woozy and goes to his hind quarter. You get a minute and a half here on the injury clock to see if he can continue. But just prior to that, Orrin Gross getting the reversal for the 2 points. So the coaching staff continuing to look at Stauffer. Down to 50 seconds on the injury clock. You could tell he was pretty well shaken up there. Might have been a hard drive of potentially the head down into the mat. As he's just trying to catch his breath, compose himself a little bit. 30 seconds left on the injury clock. And it looks like we'll be able to get back to action here. So Stauffer ready to go. Gross ready to go. Gross will be in the offensive position, and Stauffer knows he's got his work cut out for him with a minute 52 left to go in this third and final round. Trying to get the escape, trying to pick up some points, and then see where he can go from there. Still a lot of time left in this one. Gross going for the leg as the coaching staff had want for him to do in the second. Still tough to control it. Stauffer almost trying to get him flipped around on the reversal. He needs some points with 90 seconds left to go. Stauffer reaching back behind, trying to get a reversal here. Some good action in a low-scoring affair. Gross maintaining his power and control on this one. Stauffer trying to wriggle out of it. 1:10 left to go in the third round. Quick flip of the body. It might be a pinning position here. A near fall perhaps, and now almost a reversal. 2 points on the near fall for Gross. And now a commanding 8-2 lead with just 50 seconds left to go, separating him from a state title. As the junior from Lake Roosevelt, home of the Raiders, trying to pick up his 36th win of the season. And after being an alternate back in 2010, a runner-up last year, a state title, he's 30 seconds away as he continues to manhandle Stauffer, who tries to seek his way to the outside. He's got to get a pin here, and what do we have? Another stalling warning, this time a point awarded. It appeared that there had been a point awarded. It's still showing 8-2. Now it's 8-3, a point awarded after the stalling warning. Gross a bit excited here, looking to get into action, and will give away a point on the escape. So it's now 8-4 as Gross will get 2 points for a takedown here, adding to a 10-4 lead now. Now 6 seconds left to go. just has to hold on, and Orrin Gross is the state champion at the 138-pound weight class. So Gross controlling it nearly from the beginning, outpoints his competitor, Daniel Stauffer, from Davenport. So Gross, the state titleist, Stauffer in second, and John Wallington of Kittitas earlier picking up third place. That wraps up the 138-pound weight class. We now move to the 145-pound weight class, where Nick Perez of Oroville will take on Kyle Kirkendall of Republic. That matchup coming up after this break on the WIAA network.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in."
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to Matt Classic 24, 1B, 2B state championships, and we're about ready to move on to our seventh matchup here out of 14 in the 1B, 2B, and this one will be the 145-pound weight class between Nick Perez of Oroville and Kyle Kirkendall of Republic, and we're quickly underway. as Perez is in the blue and Kirkendall in the black. We're just underway in this opening round. Nick Perez, the senior out of Oroville, and Kyle Kirkendall, the senior out of Republic. Both getting here after pointing their opponents in the semifinals. Kirkendall, an 8-6 win over Jacob Moore of Pomeroy, and an 18-3 win back in the quarterfinals over Walter Harris. Perez getting here off of a 12-4 victory over Corey Anderson of Reardon, and then pinned his opponent, Jory Palmer, back in the quarterfinals. Still no score, and we get some action near the edge of the mat, and the photographers having to nearly scurry. We'll move back to the middle of the mat here with 1:04 left to go. No score thus far, as we've seen some intense grappling, but neither competitor able to get the upper hand and break the tie on the scoreboard. But here we might see something break through, as Perez, the aggressor, Kirkendall going out of bounds. 45 seconds to go in the opening round. Perez backing away. Kirkendall having to take a break here. It looks like he might have a little bit of a nose injury, so injury time out here, or blood clock has been started, and they will get a look at Perez. Is it Perez's nose or is it Kirkendall's nose? And it's Kirkendall's nose, actually, that they're taking a look at. And they'll get the mat cleaned up. Nick Perez was second in state last year, second in state back in 2010, and third in state in 2009. He's not just a wrestler, but also an outstanding running back for Oroville in football, and he's accomplished quite a few weight room awards at Oroville. His season record, there's 15-4 for the Hornets. Kirkendall, 25-2 this year. He's 75-10 on his career, so just 2 losses for Kyle Kirkendall. In past years at state, he was a California State qualifier last year. And they continue to look and work on his injury there. Whether it's his nose or can't tell if it's a cut. It looks like they've got him taken care of. We've still got, it's been nearly 2 minutes on the blood clock, which runs for 5 minutes. And they're still running the blood clock as they continue to tend to it. And not sure if it's a cut on the nose or a bloodied nose. They're looking at the bridge of the nose. So the blood clock continues to go. Might have been a headgear injury. Something that opened something up, could be from the competitor as well. So we continue to watch the blood clock as they work on Kyle Kirkendall of Republic. Always a tough situation when you've been in the heat of battle, and now you take a break, and then you have to gear right back up. You wonder who sometimes has the advantage coming out of these situations, but they've got Kirkendall all bandaged up on that nose, and they'll get back to neutral position action here with 37 seconds left to go, and still just the first round, no points on the board in what has been an evenly matched contest to this point. And you can see exactly how that cut may have occurred with all that aggressive play. A takedown for Kirkendall. So he comes right back out of that injury situation. And you can tell he's still working on that bandage, but he takes the early 2-0 lead. And as the play goes out of bounds, and the official will take a look at his cut once again, And they're going to send it back over, and they'll have to restart the blood clock, and this is not exactly what you want to have happen. You take the early lead, and now they've got to look at that cut once again. And they'll continue to take a look at the mat and determine if they can see any blood spots. They will clean some of that up, but they have to do a little better job. Now they're really going to get the bandage out and try to put an end to this bleeder that Kirkendall has. It's the last thing you want here in the state championship game, to take your focus away from what you're trying to do with your opponent to try and secure this state title. We can let you know that Corey Anderson of Reardon secured third place in the 145-pound weight class with a win over Jacob Moore of Pomeroy earlier in the competition, and that was an 8-1 pointing by Anderson. So it appears now that we've got Kirkendall taken care of, and with 20 seconds left to go, we've got a caution here on Kirkendall, who moved a little too quickly. So a caution there. You don't want another one of those, and he gets one here. And we'll get back to the action. So 18 seconds left to go, and Perez, who finds himself down 2-0, trying to find his way to escape. 12 seconds and counting down in this one, and it is an escape. So a point for Perez, and it's a 2-1 matchup. Good battle going on here in this opening round, and we're done with the opening round. We move on to round two. The coin flip coming up, secured by Brian Dunbar, the official leading this one, and it is Perez who wins the toss. And he will take the defensive position here, down 2-1. So Kirkendall battling hard here with that cut on the nose. And a point on the escape for Perez, and we're even at 2. So an all-even matchup here, and what has seen some good, aggressive wrestling. 2 blood stops. And we continue to work here. Still a 2-2 battle. A minute 30 left to go in this one. And that bandage on Kirkendall, not just on his nose, but on his head. So a lot of aggressive play around the head area between these two. They are not shy from contact. And a takedown for Kirkendall as he's able to catch Perez a little bit off balance. Now Perez trying to fight his way out of bounds, and he does. And a point for the escape. And we've got a point for Perez. Perez now just down 1. 4-3. And Perez gets the escape right away. And we're even at 4. Kirkendall, I'm not sure if he's troubled at all by the bandages that he has there, but you can see Perez is now starting to pick up his aggressiveness. Under a minute to go in round 2. And we've got a takedown for Kirkendall. He's able to get the 2 points to go back out in front. We've seen Kirkendall take leads with the takedowns, and Perez use the escape to get his points. A 2-point advantage, and now they're looking at Perez to see if he's got a blood situation, and he does. So both competitors have been opened up, as they have really gotten after it. And this is the first matchup that we've seen so far today in the 1B-2B, where we've had both competitors have to go to the blood clock, and that's what they're continuing to do. And I think they're going to go ahead and take a look at Kirkendall's bandage as well, since they have the situation. So we're 30 seconds in now on the blood clock for Perez. Nick Perez, the senior out of Oroville. Kyle Kirkendall, the senior out of Republic. So this is it for these gentlemen. The last go-round. So the roundup of the seniors here, their last shot at state title glory. It appears that we've got Perez taken care of. Kirkendall's back with his gear. 42.5 seconds left to go. And these guys battling hard. A 2-point lead for Kirkendall. He tries for another takedown, and we're out of bounds. As one of my mates here at the table passing the note, chicks dig scars, there's no question. And these gentlemen, I'm sure, have not just the ones they've accumulated tonight. Quickly, off of the play, Kirkendall able to get Perez in an awkward position. Perez able to wriggle out of it, but is still in tough situation here with 21 seconds left to go. He tries to garner yet another escape and another point to try and close down this 6-4 gap. But Kirkendall continues to muscle. He's got that arm wrapped down around, trying to grab the thigh to get better position. And Perez now haunched down with 3 seconds left to go in the second round. And that will do it, as Perez will have his work cut out for him a little bit in round 3. The option goes to Kirkendall, who will select to be in the defensive position. 2 minutes separating one of these gentlemen from a state title. The advantage to Kirkendall here, as he will try to wriggle out of the grasp of Nick Perez, who needs to get some points. He tries for the takedown. Perez can't get the points, as Kirkendall able to stand up and get out of it. Perez trying to use his strength to try and get Kirkendall taken down. That would tie it up, and now out of bounds goes Kirkendall. 90 seconds left. And Kirkendall, the senior out of Republic, a 2-point, slim 2-point advantage. Perez knowing he's got to get some points here, trying to lift up his competitor. See if he can get the advantage here. Trying yet again. One more time to no avail. 70 seconds left to go, and Perez needs to get some points. Kirkendall trying to fight him off. Perez trying to reverse it down back around after a little push and pull, and now we're out of bounds and back to the middle with under a minute to go. Perez looking a little winded. Takes a break. Now down and into position, the whistle, and away we go. Kirkendall trying to add to a point if he can get the escape. He almost does. He's out of bounds, and we go back to the middle again. 50.8 left to go in this critical third round. Perez, a takedown would get it tied up, possibly send it to overtime. Both gentlemen working hard. You can see them breathing heavy. Perez looking for a different option this time. Goes to the head. He's got him wriggled around, and the escape is there. High-risk maneuver, as Perez knows he needed to do something, and on the escape, Kirkendall gets the point and opens up a 3-point advantage with 33 seconds left to go. Perez, desperate for points or a pin. Kirkendall battling the bandages and the 22 seconds left on the clock. Both men with their hands up into each other's faces. 14 seconds left to go. Kirkendall with the 3-point lead. 7 seconds. Nearly out of bounds we are, and we'll have 5.1 seconds left to go. A couple of tired warriors out on the mat here in this 145-pound weight class in the 1B2B. And Kirkendall battling off Perez's last advances here. And Kirkendall, Kyle Kirkendall, the senior out of Republic, will pick up his first state championship as he battles Nick Perez down to the wire. Both gentlemen with some cuts and bandages to show for it, but it is Kyle Kirkendall who takes home the first place hardware in the 145-pound weight class. We will take a break here, and we will be back for the 152-pound weight class showdown between Charlie Eldred of Reardon and senior Tanner Wallace of Kittitas. That showdown coming up after this timeout on the WIAA.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Back at Matt Classic 24, Alex Webster along with you, Matt Side for the 1B, 2B state championships here in the WIAA. And we have a heck of a matchup coming up. Is in the 152-pound weight class, we have the defending state champion and the third-place finisher from last year. And in this one, we have Charlie Eldred in the red leg band. The green leg band is Tanner Wallace, who's the defending state champion. He's out of Kittitas. And we've got good early action going on, and we got 2 points quickly for Charlie Eldred of Reardon on the takedown. Wallace, the senior out of Kittitas. Eldred, the junior out of Reardon. The Indians already securing second place in state this year. Warden winning the state title, and we're out of bounds here just early on in round number 1. Charlie Eldred, the third-place finisher in state at this weight class of 152, trying to avenge things and pick up his first state title. And he'll have to do it as Tanner Wallace, or against Tanner Wallace, from Kittitas, who finds himself down 2-0, tries to defend his state championship. We've got a 1 point for Wallace on the escape. And so now we have a 2-1 matchup. Wallace, 32-4 this year. Eldred, 30-9. And Eldred going for the leg. And Wallace successfully fighting him off. This should be a fairly evenly matched battle. In the semifinals, both men able to secure points, their victories bonds points. And we're out of bounds with 37.8 seconds left to go. Eldred was a 6-0 winner. And Tanner Wallace a 4-2 winner in the semifinals. Back to the middle they go, 27 seconds to go. Eldred, the aggressor there on that play. Wallace with the pink hair, trying to battle him off, and he does. 16 seconds left in this opening round. A good one with Reardon. Reardon's Charlie Eldred a 1 point lead. And out of bounds we go, and on to the hard stuff. Off the mat, you could tell how aggressive these guys going after it. 6.5 seconds to go in round one. And both men seem content. Nope, they're going to get after it here a little bit. I was going to say they were content to kind of let that clock wind down, but no, they got after it. So a 2-1 lead for Charlie Eldred. The coin flip here is won by Wallace of Kittitas. And he says, I'll defer. Eldred of Reardon says, I will take the defensive position here. I'm in front, and I could pick up a quick point with an escape, maybe two with a reversal. But he's going against the defending state champ, who's seen some of these tricks before. And it's Wallace with the advantage here, despite being down in the count. Eldred trying to battle out of it here in this second round of this 152-pound state championship in the 1B2B. Matt Classic 24 here at the Tacoma Dome, and both men engaged in some grappling there in the middle. And right now, for the most part, throughout nearly a minute, it's Wallace who's been on top of Eldred. Eldred trying to battle out, nearly breaks the hold. He's able to get out of bounds and will return to the middle. Slight height advantage for Wallace of the Coyotes. The official, John Barry, signals him in. Approaching the midway mark of this second round, a 2-1 lead for Charlie Eldred of Reardon. But Tanner Wallace not far behind. And he continues to work his competitor into the mat in the middle. Wallace working on that left arm. Now gets the arm around the head. He's got that right arm locked around the midsection, trying to roll him over. He's got him close to a situation. And now we've got a call here. What do we have? We have a technical foul and a point going to Tanner Wallace to even things up. Could not see what the technical foul was. I'm not sure if it was a headbutt. But both men getting after it here. With 30.7 seconds in the second round, we're tied at 2. And Charlie Eldred trying to work his way out of that defensive position. Taking a forearm shiver a bit to the face there on that last move by Wallace. Wallace trying to get him turned over. 15 seconds to go. Wallace working hard with that left hand. Eldred trying to get it away from that left hand. 3 seconds to go in the second round, and we are tied at 2, and it looks like we're going to go to round 3 even at 2. And it's going to be Wallace who will take the defensive position, knowing 1 point off an escape can get him the lead and perhaps his second state title. And we've got a whistle here as someone moved too quickly. It's a caution They've got the caution on Eldred. He needs to avoid that, so they're going to get tight here with the whistle one more time, and there we go. And Wallace able to get off of the ground, able to get out of the grasp, no control, and finally Eldred gets back out on top. We're in the third and final round, 1:44 left to go. We're even at 2. No points here, and we go to overtime, which would be sudden death. And we've got a reversal. And it's Wallace who takes his first lead on a reversal here with a minute and a half to go. And we're out of bounds, but Wallace, who trailed from the get-go, able to get it tied up, and now takes his first lead on a reversal called here just a moment ago. A minute and a half separating Tanner Wallace from his second consecutive state championship. Eldred needing some points here. Will have to work out of the defensive position. He needs not just an escape, but a reversal. But first he's going to have to contend with getting out of Tanner Wallace's grasp. Wallace trying to pull him over. Eldred's got Wallace's leg while Wallace has Eldred's neck. And right now, Wallace in command and on top, applying the forearm to the neck. We've got some contact. And what do we have here? An illegal or an unsafe hold. We'll work back to the middle. 56.9 seconds left to go. Eldred looking for an escape and a reversal. Wallace trying to finish off his second consecutive state title. Eldred on the floor. Wallace trying hard. Eldred battling as well. Under half a minute to go. The grapplers going hard to the floor. It's Wallace trying to hang on for another 19 seconds. Is it a reversal? Wallace. Eldred trying to get some points here. 8 seconds left to go. Wallace looks like he's going to hold on. 3 seconds left to go. And that'll do it. Tanner Wallace comes from behind to secure his second consecutive state title in a 4-2 win over Charlie Eldred in the 152-pound weight class. What a battle between these two fine wrestlers. The only consolation for Eldred is he'll have another shot at it next year. He finishes third in state a year ago, second this year, and as a returning senior next year will have another shot here at Matt Classic. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for the 160-pound weight class showdown between Wyatt Jenkins of Pomeroy and Gunnar Doggett of Liberty Bell when we return after this break on the WIAA network.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Check test 1 2. Check test 1 2. Can you turn my monitor down? That's really loud. Oh, thanks. Check test 1 2. 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 Matt Class.
2B. Coming up next, the 160-pound weight showdown between Wyatt Jenkins of Pomeroy and Gunnar Doggett of Libertyville. That coming up here in just a few minutes.
Should be about a 4-second delay. You hear anything?
So far, at Matt Classic 24 in the 1B and the 2B, Warden, the state champion, as they can collect the 9th state title for their coach, Rick Bowers. Reardon will finish in second, and it appears Kittitas is on their way to third place after the efforts here this evening in the finals. But Warden had built up such a strong lead, as did Reardon, coming into the finals tonight, that they end up securing the state title before we even get into this one. So we've got Gunnar Doggett, and we've got Wyatt Jenkins. Jenkins.
Jenkins from Pomeroy. Wyatt Jenkins.
Which side?
The red and white, Wyatt Jenkins from Pomeroy. Yeah,
the green and white?
Orange and black socks.
Okay.
That's Wyatt Jenkins. It was confused earlier.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So here we go, 163 pounds. I'm sorry, 160 pounds. Gunnar Doggett, the defending champion, and also at the 145-pound weight class. Will be in the black, while Gunnar Doggett will be in the green and white. Jenkins taking a step down in class as he's the state runner-up at 171 pounds. As we gear up for the 160-pound weight class, we can let you know that the third and fourth place finishers here at state in the 1B, 2B. Finishing in third place was Michael Haskins of Selkirk, who defeated Alex Alvarez of Oroville earlier in a tight one, 6-5. That had to be one heck of a battle. So here we go, with Wyatt Jenkins of Pomeroy in the black and Gunnar Doggett, the defending state champ here at 145 pounds, taking a step up in class in order to battle here. He's in the green and white. No score early on, opening of the first of 3 rounds pending a fall. Distance pretty much. We've seen just one technical fall in the 1B, 2B so far through 7 matches. We're on the back half here of these 14 state championship showdowns. Still quite the battle between Jenkins and Doggett in the middle of the mat. Jenkins two points on the takedown for Gunnar Doggett. Jenkins trying to get reversed out and try to get to the outside. A minute gone in this one, the 2-point early lead for the defending champ. He continues to work outside on Wyatt Jenkins. Jenkins still hovering on that side, trying to get the reversal, trying to work himself out of trouble with Doggett. And he's able to get the out-of-bounds call, and we'll move to the middle circle one more time with 40.3 left to go. Opening round, a 2-point lead for Liberty Bell's Doggett. And he'll be in the offensive position here as Jenkins trying to scurry out of the way real quick to try and get the escape and get on that scoreboard. No luck as of yet. Doggett working hard here with 24 seconds left to go in this one. He's still in control. Jenkins doing the best he can to hang on, trying to work out with 12 seconds to go in this first round. Both men outpointing their opponents in the semifinal. 1 second left, and that'll do it for the first round. And it is Gunnar Doggett that takes the early 2-point advantage. He wins the coin toss, defers. And Jenkins will elect for neutral position. And here we go in round 2. Just like that, we're right at it one more time. Jenkins was a 6-4 winner over Waylon Anderson of Reardon in the quarters. And both men finding their way to the mat. 2 points on the takedown for Doggett once again, so he adds to his lead. Doggett, a 10-0 winner over Alex Alvarez of Oroville in the semifinal. In the quarters, both gentlemen outpointing their opponents, so neither has collected a fall or a technical fall in this tournament. Doggett on the offensive again. Jenkins trying to reverse it, not successfully this time. Wyatt Jenkins working hard in the middle, has that head locked in. A reversal here. He's able to get out of it, and he's able to get control, and so Jenkins collects 2 points. And now a reversal the other way as Doggett collects 2 back. It's 6-2 in favor of Doggett as the grapplers battle in the middle. Under a minute to go in the second round. Jenkins, the runner-up at the 171-pound weight class last year here in the state. So these guys are not unfamiliar with this mat here at the Tacoma Dome. They've been here before, and they battle like it here with nearly 30 seconds remaining in the second round. And defending champ Gunnar Doggett coming up a level, while Jenkins coming down a level. Both men finding themselves here locked in a pretty solid battle for the state championship. A 4-point lead for Doggett, who remains in the offensive position with 8 seconds to go in the second. 4 seconds remain as Doggett maintains possession of his opponent, and here we go. End of round 2, we go to 3. Gunnar Doggett of Liberty Bell, trying for his second state championship. First at districts, first at regionals this year, trying to be first at state. A bright young man with a 3.7 GPA, 36-1 this season, while Wyatt Jenkins also with a 3.65 GPA, 34-3 this year. A minute 40 remaining, and Doggett getting dogged down underneath by Wyatt Jenkins. Doggett trying to get the turn, trying to get the escape. He just needs to hang on. It's Jenkins that has some work to do, and he's trying hard out there, trying to get him flipped over. He's going to need some work here, down 4 points with a minute 13 to go. Doggett holding on tight to that lead. Jenkins trying hard here. Unable to secure the points. On the roll. Doggett now getting the reversal, nearly sealing a state championship as he has a commanding 6-point lead, 48 seconds to go. Jenkins needs to get out of the grasp and get a pin. Doggett maintaining pressure on his opponent. Getting the legs up. 30 seconds now remain. Doggett flinging his opponent about, maintaining the offensive possession. Jenkins has to come up with something nifty here. 17 seconds left to go. Down to 10. Doggett looking like he's going to be on his way to his second consecutive state championship. 1 second, that'll do it. Gunnar Doggett steps up a class and picks up another state title. The senior out of Liberty Bell defeating the junior Wyatt Jenkins out of Pomeroy, who unfortunately has his second consecutive state runner-up finish. He'll have another shot at it next year. Gunnar Doggett, the winner at the 160-pound weight class here in the 1B, 2B at the Matt Classic 24. We'll move on to the 170-pound competitors. Hector Camacho of Warden taking on Torrey Niebel, who will look to defend his state championship when we return to Matt Classic 24 here at the Tacoma Dome on the WIAA network.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
"Go to Les Schwab."
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Here we go. Want to go? Mic check. Microphone check.
Back at the Tacoma Dome here for Matt Classic 24, the WIAA State Championships. We've got ourselves a heck of a matchup here in the 170-pound between Tori Nebel and Hector Camacho. Nebel in the black is the defending state champion. He has placed now 4 times at state. Camacho in the blue from Warden, the state championship team. So we've got quite the battle. We're just underway. Nebel, not only the state champion last year, but also an academic state champion this year, carrying a 3.86 GPA. Nebel and Camacho battling it out here in the middle. 30 seconds gone in this opening round. Nebel pinning both of his opponents in the semifinals and the quarterfinals in less than 2 minutes. Camacho putting up a pretty good fight here, though, in the opening minute of action. Nebel trying to battle off the try at the back of the legs, and it looks like he's got him into the pinning position. Nebel trying to turn Camacho yet again. A minute to go in this first. He'll get 2 points for the takedown. Trying to get him into that near fall position. Trying to get the fall. He's close. He's very close. Nebel looking for his second consecutive state championship. Looking for his third consecutive pin here in this tournament. He's got it locked in. 41 seconds left to go. Camacho battling to stay out of the end of this tournament. And he's able to wriggle free. 3 points will go to Nebel. On the near fall, he now has 5 points and a huge lead over Camacho with 23 seconds left to go in this opening round. But man, does he move quickly. You can't make a wrong move because he will take advantage. An escape will go to Camacho here with 12 seconds left in the opening round. The 170-pound weight class. Nebel, Tori Nebel, with the 5-1 lead, and we'll go to the second round here as time expires. Camacho out of Warden High School, second last year at state in the 152-pound weight class, so he comes up a class here and will duke it out and do no worse than second. But it looks like we've got a cut or perhaps a bloody nose on Tori Nebel. So the blood clock starts as they will take a look at his nose. That aggressive play, and what a job by Camacho to work out of that near fall situation to not only avoid the quick end of the match, but to also get a point on the escape. The coin toss is won by Camacho. He defers, and Tori Nebel will get the offensive start here, the offensive position, and we're underway in round 2. Both men seniors. This is their last shot here at Matt Classic. Nebel almost getting Camacho turned into the pinning situation. Trying again, utilizing his quickness and his strength. Camacho able to get to his feet. Looking potentially for an escape. Nebel going for the leg. Trying to work Camacho down. He's got some great leverage. Camacho does. Nebel and Camacho going out of bounds. 30 seconds gone in this second round. Nebel with the 4-point lead. Nebel of Pomeroy on the offensive. Camacho trying to earn the escape and try to close this gap down. Nebel battling hard down close to the mat. Working on the arm, that right arm of Camacho. He's got a good hold on it. Camacho going for the leg. Both men working hard right in the middle. The official, Brian Dunbar, looking in. And it looks like we might have a reversal. We do. And Camacho getting 2 points to close the gap to 2. Now he works on Nebel's back. Nebel 40-1 this year, just one loss. Camacho 22-7 this year. Career record for Tori Nebel, 150 wins, 10 losses. A couple of top-flight senior wrestlers here, and Escape gets a point for Nebel. And he's doubled up Camacho 6-3. 14 seconds left to go in this hard-fought second round at the 170-pound weight class here in the 1B/2B. 2 points for a takedown to Nebel. He now opens up a 5-point advantage with less than 3 seconds left to go second round. There's the whistle, and we'll go to round 3. Camacho will have his work cut out for him as Nebel, with that late takedown in round 2, after an escape, padding the lead after Camacho had cut it down to a 2-point margin. So Camacho will have to work from the offensive position here and pick up 5 points or secure the pin. Nebel took his last 2 opponents down in less than 2 minutes, getting a stronger battle here from Hector Camacho. Nebel taking his time, then trying to grab that arm of Camacho and wriggle it free. Nebel, 90 seconds away from his second consecutive state championship and his 4th time placing at state, that already secured. After 3rd place finishes in 2009, 2010, and a state title last year, Tori Nebel trying to wrap up his high school career with yet another title, and he's a minute 12 away from it as Camacho needing to get some points or the pin. Nebel working hard to try and escape the grasp. Tough to work with one nostril plugged after that early blood timeout. Camacho trying to get him turned. Under a minute to go. Nebel getting his arms free. At least one of them now getting the other arm free. Camacho going to the leg here to try and get Nebel turned. Trying to utilize some leverage. Nebel holding on to the leg to try and secure position with half a minute to go and a 5-point lead. Camacho, last gasp to try and get Nebel turned. Regardless of how this turns out, a hard-fought battle down to the wire between two super seniors here in the 1B/2B. 10 seconds left to go. 5 seconds left to go. 1 second. Tori Nebel, your state champion for the 2nd consecutive year. This time at the 170-pound level, and he wraps up a solid 4-time placer at state career. My goodness, what a career for Tori Nebel. What an effort by Hector Camacho in this one. So Tori Nebel with the win, and what an evening it's been thus far for defending state champions as Tori Nebel joins 6 others thus far who have come into this tournament as a defending state champion and has come away with yet another championship. We're going to get another look at one here as we move on to the 182-pound class as Niko Kanizovic, a 4-time placer at state and defending champion at the 189-pound level, will take on freshman Jerry Reyes of Warden when we return after this timeout on the WIAA network.
Hi, we're Chris
and Anna Groneveld, local dairy farmers from Monroe, Washington.
The Dairy Farmers of Washington, along with Les Schwab Tires, are proud co-title sponsors of the WIAA High School State Championships.
The Washington Interscholastic Activities Association supports high school programs and activities that keep our kids growing in mind and body.
Today's high school students will be some of tomorrow's community leaders, and we feel it is important to do our part in helping foster an appreciation of community, responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship in today's youth.
The WIAA helps provide those opportunities through athletic, artistic, and academic competition.
Please join the Dairy Farmers of Washington and Les Schwab Tires in supporting young people in your community by attending your local high school state championships.
For a complete list of events and activities in your area, visit WIAA.com.
Test, 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 test. Why aren't you working? Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. He's not hearing himself, though. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hi, this is a test for WIAA. Oh, there we go. Okay. Huh? Test, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, Alex. Here you go.
15 seconds.
Test.
Test, Charlie. It's not going to sound great. Your listen level's on 2 here.
Okay. As long as you guys got what you need. Do you need any more testing from me, or are you good?
Just start talking and tell us to go up or down for your monitoring.
Matt Classic 24 here at the WIAA State Championships in the Tacoma Dome. Alex Webster along with you, Matt side here for the 1B, 2B State Championships. Coming up next is the 182-pound showdown between freshman Jerry Reyes of Warden and 4-time state placer and defending champion Nico Kanisovic of Reardon. That matchup coming up in minutes here from the Tacoma Dome. K-N-E-C-O-V-I-C-H. That's them. Back at the Tacoma Dome, Alex Webster along with you here at Matt Classic 24 for the 1B, 2B State Championships. 10 titles have been crowned here in this classification. We've got 4 to go. The next one, the 182-pound showdown between what would look like on paper to be David versus Goliath. David, in this particular situation, being the freshman from Warden, Jerry Reyes, going against 4-time state placer and defending champion at 189 pounds, Nico Kanisovic. The senior from Reardon has placed at state 4 consecutive times, earning the state championship last year at 189 pounds, was a runner-up in 2010 at 171 pounds, and was also runner-up in 2009 at 160 pounds. Kanisovic getting it done on the mat, but also getting it done in the classroom. He was named 2012 academic state champion in the 1B, 2B at his classification, the second year in a row for Nico. Nico will be in the red uniform, the singlet, while Reyes will be in the blue. And we're just waiting for the officials to get this one underway, as we have John Barry, the official apparently for this one. A great opportunity for us to showcase both Warden and Reardon. Warden winning the state title as a team coming into tonight. They had 6 finalists, and it outpointed the field. Reardon taking runner-up honors for the state title. They had 4 finalists. Warden, their head coach Rick Bowers, winning his 9th title. And it looks like we're ready to get underway here at the 182-pound class level. As Reyes in blue, Kanisovic in red. The senior versus the freshman. And we've got an early whistle here as a little headgear malfunction just underway in round 1. 182 pounds for the state title. Here, Kanisovic looking for back-to-back crowns. The freshman with the tough draw here, Jeremy Reyes. We'll see what he can do. He outpointed Ike Martinez in the semifinals 8-4 to get here, and he outscored Cameron Wischusen 16-6 in the semifinal, or in the quarterfinal rather. And we're out of bounds and we'll reset in the middle. Kanisovic winning both his preliminaries by pinfall. Took him less than 4 minutes to down Levi Sealer of Lake Roosevelt in the semifinals. And he's quickly looking to try and get Reyes to the ground. He takes him down for 2 points, and they're out of bounds. So a quick 2 points for Kanisovic. Nearly a minute gone in the opening round. Kanisovic taking out Buck Pribb of Liberty Bell in less than 90 seconds in the quarterfinal. He works on the offensive here on Reyes, who gets turned over, but battles back. 1 minute left to go, first round. And Kanisovic applying the pressure. Kanisovic 29-1 this year, 107 wins, 23 losses. Reyes just beginning a burgeoning career with Reardon, or rather Warden, 22-6 in his rookie campaign. Kanisovic on the offensive in the red with the 2 points to Nil Lee after the takedown earlier in this frame. He continues to apply the pressure, tries to get Reyes on his backside, but Reyes with the strong neck and midsection able to work his way back. Another pin try. This time Reyes battling out again. 26 seconds left to go first round. Kanisovic almost had him down one more time, and we're out of bounds one more time near the table here. Broadcast booth. Mat side here at the Tacoma Dome. Kanisovic, the 2-0 lead, has gotten his competitor into pinning position or near pinning position a couple of times now. He'll continue to work hard with 12 seconds left to go first frame. Reyes, the freshman in blue, working on trying to get Kanisovic turned, perhaps seeking the reversal. And that's time. The coin flip coming. And the winner going to Kanisovic, he defers. So Reyes holding his own, trailing just by 2. But Kanisovic has been in control throughout. He'll start in the offensive position, and Reyes trying to speed his way to an escape, but to no avail. And Kanisovic getting the arm of Reyes tucked back down, trying to turn him onto that left shoulder. Kanisovic trying again. Reyes able to battle out. Does he get the reversal? No, he does not, as Kanisovic able to maintain. Reyes looking winded already, nearing the midway mark of the second round. Kanisovic now locking up the right arm. Trying to turn Reyes. Had him there for a second. Not long enough. Kanisovic trying to get Reyes turned one more time. A minute to go. He's got him down. Is he close enough? Kanisovic inches away, millimeters away from another state title. Reyes trying to hold on for dear life. Kanisevic trying to put every ounce of pressure onto the shoulder blades. 41 seconds left to go, second round, and Reyes able to squirt out for a second. Kanisevic still with the pressure. 3 points to Kanisevic on the near fall. A 5-0 lead, but not what he wanted. Under 30 seconds to go, second round. What a showing by Reyes. Here, just a freshman against a veteran competitor like Kanisevic, able to wriggle out of those near falls. 2 of them thus far. We've got a whistle. Clock continues to run for a second. I think we had a dangerous hold. No points awarded. Reyes to the defensive position. Kanisevic will start on top with 5.8 left to go, second round. Reyes unable to get squirted free. And now we'll go to the round 3 as that's the whistle. And it looks like Kanisevic will opt for the defensive position. Reyes has his work cut out for him. He's wriggled free twice. Can he do it again? That's not the question. Can he get some points or a pin on Kanisevic? Those have been few and far between. Reyes putting some pressure on, and then the escape. He couldn't hold on, and Kanisevic escaped and picked up his 6th point. He shut out the youngster thus far. Reyes out of bounds. Back to the middle we go. Neutral position start. Kanisevic toying with the youngster with that left hand. Reyes with a little jab back. Now goes for the legs. Kanisevic trying to counter. 2 points on the takedown. An 8-point lead for Kanisevic. Nearing the 1-minute mark. Niko Kanisevic trying to get Reyes turned once again. A classic Reardon versus Warden battle here in 1B, 2B. And out of bounds we go one more time. A 9-point lead for Niko Kanisevic, and a smile starting to peek through on that young man's face as he knows he's just seconds away from another state title, barring some improbable misfortune. Reyes hunkering down, trying to counter. Kanisevic, we've got a whistle and a point. And now a shoe tie-up. A point is awarded to Reyes. Stalling call on Kanisevic. He can afford 100 more of those at this point. Up 9-1 with 43.9 left to go. Reyes, his shoe tied once again. Kanisevic ready to go. Quickly the scramble as Reyes got off his back. Now Kanisevic ready to turn him again. Couldn't do it. Half a minute to go. Near pinning position. Kanisevic got that arm locked in. Reyes squirting free. 22 seconds left to go. Kanisevic wants to end his career with a pin. Can he get it? It looks like he'll be state champion again with 15 seconds left to go. Reyes, turn. Kanisevic battling hard for it. 10 seconds left to go. Kanisevic hanging on for the last 4 seconds. Reyes trying to battle free. Not enough, though, as Niko Kanisevic ends a stellar career with yet another state title, his second consecutive. He's placed 4 years at state and backed it up with 2 academic state championships as well. 1B, 2B. Going to be missing Niko Kanisevic next year here at Matt Classic 25, but here at Matt Classic 24, he takes home yet another state title. We invite you to stick around. Our next match, one of our final 3, coming up, the 195-pound weight class. It'll be junior Austin Reisdorf of Pomeroy against senior Dalton Ginter of Pateros. Coming up after this timeout on the WIAA network.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in."
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Yep.
3 left to go. How long have we been doing this? 2.5 hours?
Yeah, we started late. Yeah, about 2.5 hours. That's not bad at all. The money we're making today, that's pretty good.
Oh, we're getting paid?
Yeah. Oh, we are. I don't know about you. You're doing a good job there, buddy.
Oh, thanks. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, that's obvious, but you're doing good at it.
I don't know what you call that. What is that, an arm? It's a grab? It's a leg?
You know, I wish I had a headset so I could talk with you, because then it'd be like, I don't know, man. Because there's a couple times I'd be like, what the heck was that, Alex? Can you explain that one to me?
Yeah, does he have a Buzz Lightyear too?
Right. Well,
that's how we do it.
This is Aberdeen in 7th place. Senior Crafty in 6th place. Wakamoshi in 5th place from Sinclair, Justin Churchill. Here from 4th place, Jason Jorgensen. Squin in 3rd place, Dakota Hinton.
Pomeroy is orange, black, Austin Reisdorf.
Rexton. Brock Wheeler. And the champion from Ellisburg High School, Tyler Coates.
Red.
In 3A, 8th place from Cambridge, Connor Kenyon. 7th place from Hanford, Joe Traversa. From Springdale in 6th place, Kevin Salanjo. In 5th place from
Reisdorf. R-E-I.
In 4th place from Nazareth, Connor Morris. From Washington in 3rd place, Yaroslav Petrechko. In 2nd place from Decatur, Rowan Gata. And taking the championship at 107,000
Here we go. Here we go in the 195-pound weight class here at the 1B, 2B state championships. Matt Classic 24. And it's Austin Reisdorf in the black, the junior from Pomeroy, going against, in purple, the senior Dalton Ginter of the Pateros Billy Goats. So Ginter and Reisdorf battling it out here, center mat. No scoring in the first 30 seconds of this opening round. Dalton Ginter out of Pateros, returning to state once again. This is his third time as a participant at state. Last year he was the runner-up in the 189-pound weight class. 2010 he participated here at state. Meanwhile, Austin Reisdorf trying to get the better part of the combatant right here on the far side. Can't get it turned. Reisdorf almost getting turned. We got 2 points for a takedown for Ginter. So Ginter getting the 2 points on the takedown. Reisdorf getting thrown up into the air, flung down, but lands on his feet. 46 seconds left to go in this first round of action. Ginter on the offensive, trying for the takedown again. He's got the early lead. Now he's trying to get Reisdorf turned. Reisdorf, no stranger to this mat as well. Last year he was the third place finisher in the 189-pound category. Prior year in 2010, fourth place finisher at the 171-pound classification. So both these gentlemen with state championship experience, but neither has tasted gold. 10 seconds left to go, and we've got a whistle for a bad hold. And so we'll start over with 10 seconds to go with Ginter in the offensive position, owning the 2-point lead. 4 seconds remaining to go. Ginter battling Reisdorf. And that'll do it for the opening round. So a lot of action between these two gentlemen, and we'll see what happens. The coin is won. The toss is won by Reisdorf. He'll defer. They'll go to neutral position. And here we go. Ginter in the purple. Getting here courtesy of a 6-4 win over Adam Hansen of Warden. Ginter taking out Phil Sims of Reardon in a fall nearly 2 minutes in. Headgear gone for Reisdorf. Both men battle arm locked. Ginter appears to have Reisdorf in a pinning opportunity. Reisdorf trying to battle him off. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the second, and Reisdorf has his work cut out for him. Can he turn? He's able to wiggle his way out of it, but he's got his arm locked. And it appears that we've got a break in the action for the headgear, or is it for a medical situation? No, it's for the headgear. In a conversation between the official, Mark Stokes, and the coach of the Billy Goats. Bill Haley, Brian Ginter. Dalton Ginter. On the offensive here on Reisdorf. 2 points were awarded to Ginter on a takedown prior to all of that action. So it's 4-0, and we've got 2 points on a takedown for Reisdorf now. So now it's 4-2. Ginter's still in the lead, but he's in a precarious position here. 42 seconds left to go, second round. And we've got ourselves a heck of a battle and a locked up match between the junior from Pomeroy, Reisdorf, and the senior out of Pateros, Ginter. Ginter able to get to his feet, but no points on an escape. Trying to reverse it here. Reisdorf trying to block with that leg. 16 seconds left to go, second round. Ginter with the lead. Trying to turn Reisdorf here. Reisdorf with a bit of a height advantage. 5 seconds left to go. To the mat they go. 2 points to Ginter. 2 points on the takedown, and that'll do it for the second round as Ginter adds to his lead. Now 6-2 as we go to the third and deciding round. Reisdorf, 31-4 this year. Beat the Oregon State champ in 2011 in a 3.3 GPA, a 3.61 GPA for Dalton Ginter. He's 34-2, a career record of 112-15. Ginter working hard. Reisdorf trying to work on that leg of Ginter's. Reisdorf needing the points here with nearly 90 seconds left to go in the match. Reisdorf needs to get aggressive. Ginter doing his best to bide some time. Now to the mat they go. Ginter able to turn to his stomach side. Get back to a defensive position. Now trying to counter. He's got Reisdorf's leg. Ginter broke free, now gets the point for the escape. Now a 5-point lead. And he's able to reverse it and get the takedown. Now a 9-2 advantage, under a minute to go, and hope running out for Reisdorf as Ginter, the runner-up at 189 pounds last year, appears on his way to a state title. A 7-point lead with 38 seconds to go, and Ginter tossing Reisdorf to the mat. Ginter on top, 30 seconds from a state championship. The senior out of Pateros has Reisdorf face down to the mat. Now back up. Just biding time. 12 seconds left to go. This one appears to be in the books. Ginter hanging on. 4 seconds. Reisdorf, last gasp. Not enough. Dalton Ginter, your state champion at the 195-pound weight class, wrapping up his career with a state title. Austin Reisdorf will settle for second with a year left to go. He climbs the ladder, though. Fourth 2 years ago, third last year, second this year. We'll see what Austin Reisdorf has for Matt Classic 25 next year. But this time it's Dalton Ginter with the state championship at 195 pounds. 2 more left to go in 1B, 2B. Coming up next, the 220-pound competitors. Freshman Jace Malik of Reardon taking on senior Nate Sorensen, the defending champion at the 215-pound level. He's from Kittitas. They're coming up next after this break on the WIAA network.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Comes away with a decision in the championship at 195 pounds in 2 innings. Smith for Central. 182-pound medals, 195-pound girls. That's next up. When we complete 4A. And winners. For the blood team around here on the floor right now. And it's all over there, and Dylan Green and Womack is going to come away with the 195-pound championship. So 4A is all we have left before we give away the medals at 195 and 182.
Two more to go.
And that'll do it. And 4A.
Sooner if you get 2 pins back to back.
And so we're ready to bring out our medalists now. And 195 pounds for the girls, 182 pounds for the boys.
We're at 220 now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Almost didn't change the weight class.
It's a slow, hopefully that's on. Yeah, because this thing just sucks. That's what it does.
Okay, the Reardon kid is in red.
In 3A,
You already got it?
182 pounds.
Yeah, he's got his green one here. Sorensen.
In 7th place, from Decatur, Spencer Smith. From Hanford in 6th place, Casey Enderlin. From Hanford in 5th place, Ben Tynan.
What's another one of these?
Sandal Park in 4th place,
Red,
Justin
red.
Right, that's what I said.
That was that one we had problems with.
Right. This time I recognized the kit, and I'm not typing it wrong this time. That's in green. Green's on my left. So this is Mallet,
In
right?
4A, in 8th place, from Snohomish, Peter St. Marie. From Chihuahua in 7th place, C.J. Edgerington. In 6th place, from Central Valley, Kurt Beck. From Puyallup in 5th place, Jeremy Michelle-Abu. In 4th place, from Shelton, Jonathan Dennis. In 3rd place, from Mike Stevens, Ryan Argus. In 2nd place, from Graham Capelson, Joseph Gomez. And winning the championship at 182 pounds in 4A from Meade High School, Jordan Blanchard. To the girls at 195 pounds, from Kelso in 8th place, Rebecca Moreno. From Yelm in 7th place, Robin Howe. From Brewster in 6th place, Nakia Arniskas in 5th place. From Bethel, Beverly Coleman. And Bob Baker in 4th place. Aisha Swindon in 3rd place. From White River, Samantha Mitchell. From Battleground in 2nd place, Mitch Simon. And the champion from Centralia High School, Ryan Gibbons. In the B tournament at 182, in 4th place from Reardon, Mike Martinez. From Lake Roosevelt in 3rd place, Levi Shaler.
Well, this will be interesting.
Gordon in 7th place, Jerry Reyes.
Fall.
In the B tournament from Reardon High
They
School.
pinned their opponents in 29 seconds, 1 minute, 2:54, and 3:35.
Oh, wow.
They have not battled past the second round. He never got out of the first round.
182 from
Mallet?
Minnesota, Ben
What do
O'Brien.
you mean never got out of the first round?
He pinned his opponent in the first round.
And then didn't have to wrestle again?
Well, he pinned the guy in 29 seconds, pinned the guy in a minute.
Oh, I see.
Quarterfinal, semifinal.
In 3rd place from Helena, Anthony Heller. 2nd place from Royal.
He took his time, but he's 17-0. He's 19-7. Is that the draw?
From Chelan, Cole Schwartz.
This could be good.
And 2. Archbishop Richard, Leonard Cruz. From Sheila, in 7th place, Scott Goodmanster. In 6th place, White River, Chris Skinner. From Washington, in 5th place, Ramsey Davis. From Angeles, in 4th place, Christian. In 3rd place, from Seahawk, Dante Perry. From Centralia, in 7th place, Marshall Bailey. And taking the 182-pound TV championship,
Here we go for the 220-pound weight class in the 1B, 2B state championships, one of the last two matchups of the evening here from this mat at Mat Classic 24. Alex Webster along with you, Matt's side. And here we go. Jace Malik, a freshman out of Reardon, taking on Nate Sorensen, a senior out of Kittitas. And we're underway. Both men maroon and white, but it's the one with the white flames that is Kittitas' Nate Sorensen. Sorensen, the senior defending champion at the 215-pound classification. An academic all-state participant. He was second in the 2010 in the 2010 285-pound classifications, and we get an early takedown for 2 points for Nate Sorensen. He battles the freshman who was first at district, second at regional for the Reardon Indians, and he goes down hard. So Sorensen with the size advantage, 17-0 this season, while Jace Malik, who's down on the mat right now underneath Sorensen, 19-7 this year. Both men winning by pinfall in each of their semifinal and quarterfinal matchups. Sorensen, the early aggressor with the 2 points on the board. Malik in for his toughest competition so far in this tournament, as Malik getting pinfalls in the first 29 seconds and 1 minute of his previous competitions. This time it appears he's going to have to go longer, and he's going to have to do it against a tougher competitor in Sorensen. We've got timeout, a break here as we move towards the middle after an awkward hold. And it's Sorensen looking to defend his state championship, who will be in the offensive position, leading 2-0 with 44 seconds remaining. Sorensen, coached by Lance Hyatt, and Mark Eiler, and Robert Landglass. First in districts, first in regionals. Jace Malik, coached by Steve Beckstrom and Rick Perlber. 20 seconds left to go opening round, and it's Sorensen in command, as he's been in command from the get-go, trying to turn Malik. Malik holding his ground. Sorensen working on that left arm. 7 seconds to go, first round. Malik battling hard, as is Sorensen, and end of the first round. A 2-0 lead for the veteran. Coin toss, won by Reardon's Jace Malik. He'll defer. And Nathan Sorensen will take the defensive position. Nate trying to wriggle free and secure a point. On the escape. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Can he reverse it? Nope. So 1 point. That makes it a 3-0. Now 2 points on the takedown for Sorensen. He's up 5-0 early on in the second period. Jace Malik, the freshman, learning from the veteran. In this particular performance, no doubt Malik will have many a year in front of him, but right now he's facing the tough veteran in Nate Sorensen of the Kittitas Coyotes. Working that left arm behind the back, really working that wrist is Sorensen. Trying to get Malik roughed up and in position to turn. Malik trying to battle hard to keep that arm and stop that turn. Under a minute to go in the second. Sorensen looking for the pin. Shoulders nearly down. He's got the leg. And there it is. Nate Sorensen with the fall. Collects his second consecutive state championship. Jace Malik, the freshman out of Reardon, a valiant effort in his first tournament here at Mat Classic. He'll be back, but it's Nate Sorensen, the back-to-back state champion and academic all-star as well for the Kittitas Coyotes. And it's been a good night for defending champions here in the 1B, 2B, as everyone who's come in this evening as a defending champion has been able to defend their crown. as Nate Sorensen is the last one to do that here. We'll move on to our final bout of the night, the 285-pounders. It's senior Matthew DeLeon of Warden against senior Jesse Billups of Elmira Cooley Heartline. That one coming up after this break on the WIAA network.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
I can do better now.
Oh, yeah, quick pin. Just write your names down so I can give you credit at the end of the broadcast. There we go.
93, 21 seconds. Neutral. Runs out with no points. So we go to a second overtime period.
These guys are killing us over here.
Why? Because they're not going to start here until.
Right. Put it over there.
You guys do anything for basketball?
State finals.
Here? 3A, 4A?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's here.
Yeah, 3A, 4A would be here. How about 2A, 1A, and Yakima Vegas?
So we're at 4-3 lead now.
Got no
Dewey Bender.
and I'm doing
Will be top side.
Okay. Where are you based?
I just live nearby Rich, and they like me, so I get to go there every day. Where that van goes, I know. Just about. I won't be going to Yakima for the drill and dance.
Oh, is that over there? Literally, we are waiting for that one to finish before we start. Now we got 30 seconds. We're going to do the other 30 seconds.
That'll do it.
Sixth, yeah.
Oh, that was the 30
Dewey
seconds.
Bender hangs on. And the senior will win the 220-pound 1A championship. So let's bring up our medalists now. At 265 pounds for girls 1, 95 pounds for the boys. In 4A, at 195 pounds, in 8th place from Illinois, Josh Kuko. In 7th place from Central Valley, Colton Cole. In 6th place from Lake Pearson. 5th place from Oklahoma, Lincoln Crawford. 4th place from Oklahoma, Clint Hopkins. 3rd place from Newton, Bryson Haley. 7th place from Curtis, Courtney Del Toro. And the champion of 195 4A, Thomas Jefferson, KW. In the girls' tournament, 265. From Mountain 8th place, Rose Ewing. 7th place, Red River, Indian Magic. From London, in 6th place, Lisa Garcia. From Sparrow 8, in 5th place, Sherelle Johnson. In 4th place, from Redmond School, Nico Musioka. From Unicorns, 3rd place, Tracy Bowden. From Bowden, 7th place, Susie Moyu. Standing in first place, Laura Chardonnay. In the B tournament, 195 in 4th place, from Bennington. From Dental Bell, Tyler Arnold. In 3rd place, from Gordon, Adam Hansen. From Pomeroy, in 2nd place, Austin Weisdorf. And the World Championship from Patrice High School, Dalton Booker. In 1A, in 8th place, Morning
Welcome back to the Tacoma Dome for the final time this evening here at Matt Classic 24. Alex Webster along with you as I've been throughout 13 matches here in the 1B, 2B state championships. We're on to match 14, the final of the night, the 285-pound weight class. And it will be apropos that we should end our evening with the final matches of two veteran wrestlers. One from Warden in Matt DeLeon, who finished third at state last year here at the 285-pound class. The other senior from Elmira Cooley Heartline, Jesse Billups. He was the runner-up at state last year in this classification. One of these gentlemen will walk out of here with a coveted state championship. The other one will have the memories, but neither of these gentlemen walk in here a rookie on the floor here at the Tacoma Dome. They have been around the block, and we'll see what they can pull together here in their final battle at Matt Classic here in the 1B, 2B. Matt DeLeon, 28-7 on the year. Jesse Billups, 23-6. Billups getting here on 2 pinfalls. He took out Spencer Nee of Wilbur Creston in 3 minutes and 34 seconds in the semifinal. Took a little longer for him to take out Gabe Miller of Reardon, 4 minutes and 51 seconds by pinfall in the quarterfinal. Matt DeLeon outpointed Raymond's Joe Crow 3-1 in the semifinal. In the quarterfinal, he won by fall, 4 minutes and 57 seconds in on William Zimantz of LeConner. And so the final words getting shared from coach to athlete here as we gear up for the final match of the night. DeLeon is in the blue. Billups from Elmira Cooley Heartline in the black, crimson, and silver, and we're underway. Two seniors battling it out for the final time, their final match of their high school career. One victor, one runner-up. And a lot of early action from these two as they spar, looking for the right opportunity. Nearly 30 seconds in, and no points up on the board yet. Billups in the black, part of 3 academic state championships at Elmira Cooley Heartline. DeLeon in the blue, first at districts, first at regionals. He's been a wrestler since the 3rd grade. And we'll see his high school career come to an end here after this match. 1 minute in, no points scored as both men looking for that opportunity to score. A lot of work up top as they shove each other's arms out of the way, looking for the right grapple and the handle to possibly work a takedown. Now they dig into it a little bit. 36 seconds remaining in this scoreless opening round. Billups down to his knees, trying to bring DeLeon down. To the mat they go. Still no control, however. 17 seconds to go as Billups putting his weight into it. Matt DeLeon not backing down. Nearly out of bounds with 6 seconds in the first. 2, 1, that's it. Scoreless opening round between DeLeon and Billups. And it's Billups that wins the toss. He'll defer. And Matt DeLeon of Warden, already with a team state championship under his belt tonight, looking for individual championship in the 285-pound weight class. So DeLeon in the defensive position, trying to utilize quickness to escape the grasp of Billups. Billups able to slam his competitor to the ground. No control, however, and no points earned. DeLeon trying to come up from underneath, but Billups maintains control. Billups working hard. DeLeon trying to work that right arm free. Billups, however, trying to control both arms. He's got the right one under wraps, looking for that left one. Now De Leon wriggling free for the moment. But Billups maintains control, approaching a minute remaining in this second round. Scoreless between these two veteran competitors here in the 1B, 2B state championship. De Leon working hard, trying to get that arm out of there. Billups trying to turn his man. De Leon defending the shoulder blades. Billups working hard on that right arm, trying to get that arm around the chin and pull his competitor around with 44 seconds remaining in the second round. Neither man able to manage a point so far, but Billups trying for the pin, trying to work the other direction this time. And Billups is up. Rather, De Leon is up, now back down. Any points? No points, and we're out of bounds. No control on the takedown. 26.9 remaining in the scoreless second period. What a battle thus far. Billups working hard. De Leon gets to his feet, then gets to the ground after the leg picked up by Jesse Billups of the Warriors of Elmira Cooley Heartline. De Leon taking his time on the ground. Billups looking for the right moment, has that right arm, now looking for the left one. 4 seconds remaining in the second. De Leon getting that right arm free. Time here in the second period. Still scoreless as we go to the third and final round of our final matchup here in the 1B, 2B Wrestling State Championships at MAC Classic 24. And this time it will be Billups in the defensive position and De Leon in offensive position. Slight delay here as the competitors taking a breather. Now they're going to opt for a neutral position. And here we are, first takedown here. We got a point up on the board for Jesse Billups. 1 point is up on the board for Jesse Billups. Not sure exactly where it came from. It came in that last sequence of events. Nonetheless, it put Billups in the lead by 1 point. Does De Leon know this? Does De Leon know that he's a point down on the scoreboard with 90 seconds left to go? A takedown here is a swing either way. It's anyone's match with 1:21 left, a 1-0 lead for Jesse Billups. Billups working that big left paw on the head of Matt De Leon. Now 70 seconds remaining. Both men battling near the center. Billups trying to maintain his center as De Leon trying to wrest him to the side. Under a minute to go. 1-0 the affair here. Elmira Cooley Heartlines, Jesse Billups with the slim advantage. Anyone's matchup. 45 seconds left to go. Matt De Leon needing to get aggressive. Reaches inside, can't get the hold, has to duck out. 35 seconds left to go. Last gasp of action here as coaches up on their feet. De Leon trying to get Billups turned. 24 seconds left to go. Billups in the middle, able to stay strong and tall. 14 seconds remaining. De Leon needs to get something done. The coaches exhorting both to go. Is there a takedown? No, there is out of bounds. We are out of bounds. 1.1 second left. Matt De Leon skirting a near situation where he had Billups almost up. 1.1 second left. And here we go. That's the title. Jesse Billups wins a 1-0 affair. Matt De Leon had a last gasp at the very last second. Tried to get Billups near the out-of-bounds line. Could not do it. And Jesse Billups, Elmira Cooley Hartline Sr., runner-up in this classification last year, takes the narrow victory and the state championship here. Matt DeLeon will wrap up his career with a third-place finish last year and a second-place finish this year.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
"Go to Les Schwab."
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.